afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. I want to kind of change up the pace a little bit. Let's do a fifth wheel today. I've had a lot of requests for the last couple of weeks, last month, for some lower priced, more affordable fifth wheel toy haulers or crossovers, whatever you want to call them. And from people that not really even looking at them as a toy hauler. And that's for people who are wanting to full-time. A lot of people are wanting to get into full-timing, living in them, and they want the toy haulers because they're so versatile. And guys, of course, anytime you talk about affordable, you have to balance out affordable with the one that's not junk. So you can get too low on a price. You start getting into projects, and then the time you fix up a project, you got more in it, and you could have bought one that was nicer, that didn't need all the work. So, and I think this is a good balancing point right here. This particular one we're going to film today. This is, in other words, it's low priced enough. It's loaded with options. It's nice enough that it doesn't need much work at all. In fact, the only thing it really needs, just a couple little dents and dings pulled out of it, if you want to go that far. But this is a 2009 Heartland Cyclone 3950. And this is a 42 footer total length. It weighs 13,500 pounds. It has 3 slide outs, and guys, it's got pretty much every option in the book you can throw at. It's got a 5500 Onan generator in the front, gasoline. It's got an onboard fuel tank. It's got a washer and dryer, bath and a half. It's got the full 4 seasons package, and it's got all that for $24,900. So very, very affordable, yet nice enough, clean enough. It's even got 2 awnings. It's got everything you need, but something that you can buy and use right now if you wanted to. So let's look around this thing, guys. Of course, it's all aluminum frame, fiberglass exterior, 50 amp electrical service, of course. Got the 10-gallon DSI gas electric water heater. And what I like, and this is why I like, I think, and this is why so many full-timers are going with toy haulers now, is because you've got a 12x8 garage bay in the back that you can use for just about anything. You can use it to haul your stuff in, for storage. You don't have to rent a storage building. You can use it for an office. You can use it for a second bedroom. You're not obligated to a fixed floor plan, unlike a traditional fifth wheel where you got a front lounge, rear lounge, front kitchen, bunkhouse, or whatever. This thing can be multiple floor plans to suit your needs. I do have a fender flare coming for it, guys. It's had a blowout sometimes in its life, but we do have a new one coming for it, so that's going to be included. Being an Onan, of course, this is before you could get the automatic leveling jacks, but it does has the automatic stabilizers. And you got just a couple little dents right here, one right here in the back. Somebody got a little too close to something over the past 12, 13 years. Does have a rear ramp door. It does have the screen that comes down, and what's really nice about this, a lot of people don't realize, I know a lot of people's got somebody in a wheelchair, somebody like that. Well, this is your built-in wheelchair ramp. A lot of people never thought about that with a toy hauler, did they? Got a 30-gallon gasoline tank. It does have a fuel station if you want to fuel up something. This is a lot of fifth wheel for under 25 grand. Hitch weight's about 3,200 pounds, so make sure that you have a stout enough truck to tow this. And I'm going to show you everything I can. We kind of got it close to this other one. What I may have to do is go inside and show you some inside, then go out the back door and show you the rest of the outside. It does have a power awning right here, and it has a second manual awning on the other side. Because of the generator and everything, it does cut into some of your outside storage, but you've got so much inside storage, it more than makes up for it. But you still have a pass-through storage bay right here. And does have the central vacuum system. That's just a crank down for your jacks if you have to operate them manually. And what's nice about this for full-timers or for people who just want to use it recreationally, or for somebody just wanting to use it as what it was intended for originally, was a toy hauler, is, you know, right now I know everybody's into RVing. I know campgrounds are full. Well, you've got an onboard generator. So you can go to public campgrounds that don't have hookups, BLM land, places like that, and you do have a generator for power if you need it. And you've got tons of roof space to put solar panels if you want to set up a solar system on it as well. Speaking of roof, let me pause the video for a minute. Let's pop a drone up, take a shot of the roof. Hang on 1 second, guys. All right, guys, and to be an 09 model, you can tell that roof looked great. And notice the 2 ACs too, so definitely for $24,900. A lot of equipment on this fifth wheel. And let's look inside here, guys. Well, look inside, then we'll go back to the outside from the back of it. And like I said, guys, toy hauler crossovers, and not everybody may see these the same way I do. If I was going to full-time or live in a fifth wheel, this is the only way I would consider doing it, personally. Because, again, it's like a Swiss Army knife of fifth wheels. You can use it for just about anything. You've got your living area up here, which you've got a big table booth right here. This table is removable, so you can just use this for a sofa. It makes a bed. This is just a little corner seat right here. This up here could be sleeping quarters or storage. You got a little pop-out ladder right here to get up there, and you can put a TV up there, and you got additional storage. Got a nice kitchen area. You know, it's not a huge area, but it's well equipped for the space you have. I mean, you still got a nice solid surface Corian countertops. Does have a few scratches right here where somebody scratched it a little bit, but again, guys, I'm not making excuses for it. It is a 2009 model. You got the microwave. This is actually already cold. It's an 8 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer, so this will run off of propane or electricity. And you got, don't forget, you got your 5500 Onan generator in the front of it. Television, which is original, so I don't know, you may want to change that to smart TV if you wanted to. Got a great sounding stereo. I was listening to it when I was taking pictures earlier. And it's got a big amplifier. It's got a, I'll show you here in a minute, 700 something watt amplifier. Old Sirius radio receiver, remember those? That was old school for even 09. But I'm sure you could probably still probably subscribe to Sirius Radio if you want to. I guess that's still a thing. Here's your subwoofer and Jensen 760 watt max 4-channel amplifier. This thing will sound good. It's got indoor and outdoor speakers. I always like the skylights up there. You can kind of see what the weather is, and nobody can see in. Again, this front awning is a small awning, but it's power. We're going to step up toward the front. Here's some central vacuum setups. Here's your generator control. Generator does try to crank, but it doesn't have any gas in the tank, so we'll have to put some fuel in it. But we will make sure that generator runs as part of our major systems inspection, which is included with purchase at $24,900. Your bathroom area. This is your main bath. Don't forget, you still got a half bath in the garage bay. You got an RV toilet. And I can stand up in here. I'm 6'4". Well, I guess they just won't want me to open this door. Well, let's make these doors hard to open so they don't come open when you're towing it. Sometimes they're a little too hard to open. Skylight. Shower looks pretty good. Just dirty. We haven't cleaned this unit yet. Sink. Medicine cabinet. And just some little additional storage here for toiletries and stuff like that. Maybe fold up some towels. We're gonna walk toward the front bedroom area. And I did just put you a new mattress in here, guys. It's brand new. Luckily, I had a brand new queen mattress. It's a camper queen, short queen mattress, so it fits perfectly. Brand new. Hadn't even took it out of the plastic yet, so don't have to worry about sleeping on somebody's old mattress. And you got a front closet, sliding glass doors. You've got an outside camera, but I think there's something covering the camera, or it's dirty or something. It works, but the lens is cloudy or something. Closet, there's the bedspread. If I'd known that, I would have put it on instead of one of ours. So there you go, you got an extra bedspread. Somebody's put the TV down from there and put it here on the dresser, which, yeah, there it is, guys. You know, if you want to put a smaller TV and put it back up there and put that TV somewhere else, that's up to you. I don't have any use for it. But, you know, you've got a pretty good little bit of storage in here. I like the fact you got a solid sliding door for privacy. And here's your second air conditioner. Your main AC is a 15,000 BTU ducted roof air, which will do pretty good in here. Remember, this is a 4 seasons insulated model. They actually 0 degree test these things in a specially designed room where they keep the temperature at 0 degrees and operating just the factory heating systems. It maintained a average temperature of 72 degrees on the interior. The enclosed underbelly and the basement where all your plumbing's located at maintained an average temperature of 54 degrees. And that's running your furnace. And of course, you got to have your furnace on to do that, because your furnace not only is ducted up here in the living quarters, but it's also ducted into the underbelly to keep your plumbing from freezing. So, you know, I know a lot of people say, well, I'm not going to buy propane and use electric I'm going to use electric heat instead of buying propane all the time. Well, guys, the downside of that is your plumbing's not getting heated. And I'd rather buy propane and spend a few $100s on propane during a hard winter than have to replace plumbing. I don't know about y'all, but I can buy propane a lot easier than I can replace plumbing, especially if I got to get into the walls and stuff like that to find the plumbing leak. So use that furnace. Always use that propane heat, especially if it gets below freezing. And not only that, guys, but be really careful using electric heat in the wintertime, because RV electrical systems can't handle a lot of electric space heaters. You can overload the electrical systems and flip breakers and possibly short it out. Propane's not the enemy, guys. So, you know, that furnace, nothing works as well as a propane furnace in an RV. Trust me on that. I've used them for decades, and they don't hurt a thing. Just make sure all your safety equipment's right, and you'll be just fine. It does have the propane bottles as well. And let's go to the back garage bay. And again, guys, this is what I love about toy haulers. This is such a versatile area back here. You know, it's this 8.5 foot wide camper, so you actually get a true 8 foot wide interior. And right now, I've just got everything folded up. So if you want to use it as a toy hauler area, you get all this area to put your toys in here. Or if you're going to full time, and let's just say you sold your house, you know, you're going to have, you know, obviously even with this much space, you can't carry everything with you, because you've got a 2,000 square foot house. You're not going to put everything in a 300 square foot camper, no matter how you stack it. But you can still carry a lot of the stuff you're going to need, like carry your, you know, if it's summertime, you can carry your winter clothes with you instead of having to go back and forth to wherever you're going to store the rest of your stuff at that you keep. Just make it more comfortable to have more of your stuff with you. Even if it's something you're not going to need for a few months, at least you don't have to go all the way back to where your stuff's kept and waste all that fuel. You can still carry it with you. And the fact you don't have any slide outs in here too means that you can carry it with you without having to readjust it to bring a slide out in or out. Or you can use this area for an office. You can use it for a second bedroom. This is what's cool about it. You can use it to haul your toys in, like your motorcycles, four-wheelers, golf carts, whatever. You can, you know, on a pretty day, lower that ramp door down, Put the screen down, let some fresh air in, bring the outdoors in. You've got somebody in a wheelchair. There's your built-in wheelchair ramp. Need to put a little grease on those chains, but push a button. You've got 2 queen beds that lower down from the roof. Looks like 1 mattress is missing, so you might have to put a queen mattress on if you're going to use it for that purpose. Obviously, the previous owners used it for a shelf, or used them for shelves. But boom. That goes pretty down there pretty good. Damn, there goes my hearing for the day. Anyway, so you got your beds. Somebody's had a battery right there. Not a good idea. Got a little skylight up there. That's nice. You got a fantastic vent fan. Everything looks solid in here, guys. I mean, the roof, there's no smoke or pet odors in here. Of course, this is an 09, so like a couple of little dings on the outside, and right here where they've had a battery, that's just part of buying a used 09. I mean, this thing is still, nice as it is, it's still 14 years old. I mean, it's had some use to it. Put your air mattress up here, a regular mattress, whatever you need it for. And there's your little fold-up table if you need it. Look in here. There's your half bath, or guest bath, whatever you want to call it. Just a sink and a toilet, and another medicine cabinet, but every little bit helps. Look over here. Of course, there's your coveted washer and dryer, and then you got a extra refrigerator, beer fridge, whatever you want to do with it, and a freezer. A little dirty, we got to clean it, but a little extra storage compartment tray right here. Pretty neat, guys. You got plug-ins back here, and I was going to show you the outside too. So you can go out this back door. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this video in a different order, but we had everything blocked off. And again, guys, this unit does not have leveling jacks like the newer fifth wheels have, because it is an 09, but at least it still has the power stabilizers. You have a manual awning back here. So, and everything looks good back here. Of course, it's a triple axle, so you're gonna need a pretty healthy truck to tow this. And you can see your ramp door a little better back here, and it looks good. You've got some spotlights up there. This is spring assisted, so it's easy to lower down and lower up when you're not parked up next to a fence. Not bad. Again, guys, and you know, it's 24.9. Full-timer's dream, a toy hauler dream that's on a budget. I mean, it's hard to find a decent travel trailer for that with 3 slides. Here you are with a big fifth wheel with a generator, washer and dryer, bath and a half. Multi-purpose room is what I'll call this toy hauler area. Booming stereo system, I guess. That can be an upgrade for some people. Another fantastic vent fan in here. Still includes our major systems inspection. 2 refrigerators. 2 ACs. For $24.9, guys. And yes, guys, we do have delivery service available. We're doing something a little different with our delivery now. Just our trucks are getting so old now, and the cost of new trucks doesn't really make it feasible. We're going to be using either a shipping company on long distance deliveries, or putting it on U-Ship, whichever works better for the buyer. So if you need this thing delivered, now if it's within 600 miles, we'll deliver it ourselves and just charge you our normal fee, which is $1 a mile round trip, or $2 a mile one way, whichever way is easier for you. And if you got a trade-in coming back, it might be slightly higher, depending on what your trade is. And if I've got to send another driver with another vehicle, like let's just say you're trading in a motor home for this fifth wheel, then I have to send 2 drivers, pay 2 drivers to go out in one truck to deliver this, one to drive the truck back, one to drive the motorhome back. In that case, of course, I'm going to have to charge more than $1 a mile round trip to cover the pay for the extra driver, the extra fuel, but it'll be fair, whatever it happens to be. All we pretty much ask you to do is cover our expenses. But, you know, it's still pretty much $2 a mile one way within 600 miles. And if it's further than that, I won't be able to give you an instant quote, but I can make a phone call and get you a quote from and maybe a rough idea of a time frame from the driver that I'm using. Or I can put it on U-Ship and have you a rough quote in a couple of days. So, you know, if you're wanting it delivered like to the West Coast or something like that, like I said, within 600 miles, you know, we can do it ourselves. It's just we've had 2 trucks, both transmissions tore up out of them, making long distance runs. And, you know, a few years ago when truck prices were decent, it wouldn't have been no big deal. But guys, I just, considering that we don't make any money on deliveries, and, you know, what we spend on insurance and paying our drivers and fuel and what trucks are going to cost to replace our current trucks, it's just not feasible for us to replace them. We're just going to fix them up and use them. I just don't want to put that much strain on them on long distance runs. I'm sure y'all can understand that. Not trying to be difficult, not trying to make it complicated. So keep in mind that we can help arrange delivery. Let's just call it that. We can help arrange delivery. Just contact us for a quote. We'll just keep it simple like that. We can help arrange delivery. I think I like that better than going in detail with every video about delivery. So if you need delivery, we can help arrange it. Just give us a call for details. We have financing available with approved credit. We take trade-ins, and it's $24.9 plus applicable sales tax, and we have no fees besides if you need delivery service, and we'll have to, you know, help arrange it, and we'll get you a price and all that stuff. So if you're interested in it, give us a call, 706-965-7929. This one will not be on the market long, and we are going to put a fender flare on it on the other side where it's busted. Come out and take a look at it, guys. Be your own judge. Check it out for yourself. I think you're going to be pleased with it. It includes our major systems inspection, and listen to this very carefully, guys. I know a lot of people get confused about this. Please contact our salespeople. They can explain it to you over the phone maybe better than I can. They'll send you over paperwork that you can sign, just showing everything in writing. And this is what we guarantee, because, you know, we don't guarantee everything to work on these RVs, guys. Nobody does. And to keep our prices down low, we guarantee and only guarantee the following systems to work at time of sale. We do what we call our major systems inspection, which are things that could ruin your trip if they don't work. We're going to make sure the generator runs and puts out electricity like it's supposed to. We're going to make sure all 3 slide outs go in and out like they're supposed to. We're going to make sure the plumbing systems work. Water pump, water heater, make sure there's no plumbing leaks. Faucets, spigots, toilets, both bathrooms, all that stuff works. Make sure the water heater works. Make sure it puts out hot water to all the faucets and spigots. Again, we make sure there's no plumbing leaks. And if we find an issue with any of these things, we're going to fix it before you take possession of the 5th wheel. And we do all this after the sale, and we put it all in writing. And we also make sure that both refrigerators and freezers get to operating temperature. We make sure both air conditioners get to operating temperature. In other words, they both get cold. We make sure that the front landing legs work so you can get it on and off your truck. And we make sure the steps work. Everything else, guys, is sold as is, where is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Now, let's just say a lot. So far, every light in this thing I've touched works. Let's just say that light right there didn't work. That would be up to you to fix it or not fix it. It's not going to ruin your trip. Let's just say this speaker was blown, which it's not, or this amplifier didn't work, which it does, but I'm just using these for example. That's not going to ruin your trip. That's going to be up to you to fix that stuff or not fix it, or radio or TV, or let's just say, oh Lord, I don't know, a cabinet didn't work, or you had a tear in your screen. That's not going to hurt your RV. That's not going to hurt you using your RV. Not going to ruin your trip. That's part of buying a used RV. You know, you're always going to have little stuff like that to fix in any RV you buy, whether it's new or used. You're going to have to fix that thing. You're going to have to fix those little things yourself. We handle the big stuff if it needs it. We leave the little stuff to you. So, you know, that stuff that it will be, so if it doesn't work, it will be sold with those systems not working. I don't know if they work or not. So far, everything I've seen, I haven't really seen anything that's a cause of concern that I haven't already showed you, like the dent and dings, stuff like that. All the lights work. Obviously, the slides work. I wouldn't have them out, but they're covered anyway. Stereo works. I had that going. It sounds great. So, you need to do one of two things before buying this RV. First, this should be true with any RV you buy, whether it's from us, from another dealer, or for sale by owner. You need to come look at the thing first and foremost. Make sure this is the right one for you and your family, right floor plan. Make sure it's in nice enough condition to meet your standards and your family standards for y'all to buy for $24.9 to use. Everybody's got different standards about how nice an RV is supposed to be. A 13-year-old, 14-year-old RV is supposed to be nice enough for themselves and their family. When I take everything in consideration, I take the year model, the price, the amenities, and everything. And because, you know, I look at a lot more RVs than most of y'all ever will. I give this thing a solid 8.5 out of 10. That's pretty strong. I never give anything a 10 out of 10. There's no such thing as perfect used RV. If there was such thing as a perfect used RV, it'd be the same price as a brand new one. And that's not going to happen. There's no such thing as a perfect new RV either. New RVs, most of the time, need more work, and especially after the pandemic started, than used RVs do. But they just cost 3 times as much. But what I'm getting at, guys, is no matter what RV you buy, you're going to work on it. That's facts of life. That's part of owning one. Every one of my viewers that's owned an RV before know that's the truth. For those of you who are just started looking at buying your first RV, that's the facts of life, guys. You can't change that any more than you can change the fact that it got dark last night. So if you get some slick talking RV salesperson that tells you that you're never going to have to work on an RV, they're lying to you. Trust me on that. You just ask any experienced RV owner. See, I'm different from these other guys. I'm not trying to sell you an RV. I review RVs. I don't sell them. In fact, you come here and you want me to sell you an RV, I can't sell you one. I do the internet advertising, and I run a YouTube channel reviewing used RVs. So I can tell you the truth. You know, I am kind of Parkway RV Center, but I'm also RVs with Big Bo. I'm kind of independent. So, you know, I can tell the truth. And guys, we save you money, and we sell you nicer RVs, but keep in mind these are used RVs. You're going to work on them. That's part of buying used. You know, I was raised, I don't know about y'all, but I was raised anytime you buy anything used, whether it's an RV, a motorcycle, a car, a truck, a house, whatever, you buy used, you're going to do work on it. So you need to look at the RV for yourself, inspect it yourself, and I highly recommend this for anybody wanting to buy a newer used RV. And I'm going to tell you something, guys, that no other person that works at a dealership will tell you, or probably because they're not allowed to tell you. Hire an RV inspector, guys. Few $100s, peace of mind. If a dealer or an individual tells you they won't allow an RV inspector, find you a different place to buy from, because they're hiding something. They don't care what excuse they give you. If they tell you, we don't allow them because of insurance reasons, or we don't allow them because we got our own RV techs, they do their own PDI, whatever, guys, that's a line. Or if you find an individual that tells you that, no, I'm not going to allow somebody on my property that's not buying the RV to inspect it, no. Just ignore them. Just tell them I'll go buy one somewhere else and goodbye, and just walk off. They're hiding something. I hate to be that way, guys, but sometimes the simple truth is the best way to go. And we welcome RV inspectors. I've got a dedicated area with plug-ins for just for RV inspectors. And I'm not going to recommend any. I'm not going to disrecommend any, because there are some good ones and bad ones in our area, but I'm going to let you find that out for yourself. You can just get online and just research them in Chattanooga, Tennessee area, RV inspectors. But I do recommend getting one and pay, you know, and pay a little extra and get a good one. Just because somebody's $100 or $200 higher and they got better reviews, trust me, guys, there's a reason for that. And anyway, and like I said, coordinate all that with your salesperson about an inspector. So there's no sense in paying for an inspection if one's already been sold. This one, somebody's going to buy it quick. So I'd probably, if it was me, I'd leave a deposit on it for I paid an inspector. But again, that's up to you. That's a risk. But no matter what, guys, you know, the only thing we inspect and guarantee to work are those systems I mentioned earlier, the major systems inspection. Anything else that you find, if you inspect it or the inspector finds, if they inspect it, it's going to be up to you to fix or not fix. We just cover the major items that can ruin your trip. Water systems, slide outs, generator, refrigerators, air conditioners, steps, and front landing legs. I think that's all of it. Yeah, and the salespeople can send you over a form stating all that too, for you to sign, and we'll sign and all that good stuff. So anyway, guys, keep in mind we have no fees. You know, this is what makes us different from other RV dealerships. You go to other RV dealerships, you'll see an advertised price. And let's just say, which other RV dealerships wouldn't sell something like this for $24,900? Y'all know better than that. It'd be $30,000 plus. But even at the higher price, or let's just say for sake of arguments, us in a corporate RV dealership like Rip-Off World had the exact same year, make, and model Cyclone for the same price, $24,900. Here, you come here, it's $24,900 plus applicable sales tax. All right, that's it. Now, of course, if you want to deliver, it's a little extra. But let's just say you had your own truck and fifth wheel hitch and all that, so you just came in here and you paid your $24,900, and let's just say you brought your own money. Let's just say you brought a cashier's check from your bank that we could verify. You came from out of state, so in that situation, there was no lien holder on it. You would pay your sales tax in your home state. You wouldn't pay it in Georgia, so it'd be $24,900 out the door, and then you bought yourself fifth wheel. All right, that'd be it. That'd be out the door price, and then you'll pay your sales tax when you title it in your home state. All right, now let's just say that's here at Parkway RV. Now let's just say you go to Rip-Off World or whatever corporate dealership it is, and you walk in with in the same situation, and you walk in with that same check made to them instead of us. First of all, a lot of dealers now are charging you over the advertised price off the bat if you bring your own money. They're only honoring that advertised price if you finance through one of their preferred lenders, or what they call preferred lenders. And the reason they do that is because they have an agreement worked out with these lenders where the lenders approve you for a lower interest rate, and they allow the dealers to pretty much mark it up to whatever they want to within reason. Like they can mark it up 2 or 3%. And the dealer gets to keep majority of that profit from that marked up interest rate. And when you bring your own money or bring cash, or you go to your own bank and get a loan, they charge you extra over the advertised price for doing that. That's the latest thing right now. Well, not that late. It's been going on for a couple of years, but you know what I mean. Then they charge you fees that we don't charge. They start talking about dock fees, prep fees, happy camper fees. They start talking about destination fees and all these other crazy fees. And before you know it, that price has gone up anywhere from a few $100s for those fees to a couple $1,000, depending on the dealership. So only $24,900 is $27, $28, $29,000, depends on how much they charge you to bring your own money. Doesn't stop there. Here comes the upsells. And upsells is where they really get you. Upsells are, for those of you who have bought RVs before, and of course everybody's bought cars before, is where they start talking about service contracts, extended warranties, gap insurance, tire and wheel packages, roadside assistance, vacation packages, and this and this and that and that. And how they sell you this stuff is on payments. See, the RV dealer or the RV salesperson, the RV finance manager's objective is to get you off the price objective and get you negotiating on payment. When they got you negotiating on monthly payment, well, they can pretty much manipulate the figures, extend the terms, do whatever they need to do to maximize profit. As long as you got the payment you want to pay, you don't think about that. So what they do is they start talking about upsells, and what they do is they take, like, say, an aftermarket extended warranty, which none of those are worth a flip, by the way. They sell these dealers buy these warranties for $400 or $500 at dealer cost or wholesale. They turn around, sell them for $2,500, $3,000, $3,000, $4,000 or whatever to the consumer that they paid $500 for. Then they add it to the RV loan, which, with the marked up interest rates, they make money on points and they make money, a profit on the warranty. And the bad thing is that warranty, when you need it, you might get a partial reimbursement from 1 out of 4 claims. I mean, this warranty only sold that policy to the dealer for $500. Do you really think they're going to pay anything? Because if they pay more than $500 out in claims on that warranty policy, they're losing money. And if they lose money on all that stuff, they're going out of business. So obviously they're not going to pay much money, if anything at all. And the way they write those warranty contracts up and the exclusions of claims, they have an out for pretty much any situation. And what they're going to do is they're going to say that warranty. They say, oh, for only $22 more a month, they're going to pull the menu out, the finance manager will, with your different payment amounts written on it. This is a payment for your camper with a warranty and gap insurance, and it's this much a month. Which, guys, if you'd bought the thing right, you don't need gap insurance to begin with. And if you need gap insurance, go to your auto insurance company, bypass the dealership, and you get it for a fraction of what they want to charge you. And because the dealership pays the same as your auto insurance is charging you, but they mark it up 3 or 4 times that cost, and adding it to your loan. And again, making money on the financing too, because the higher amount you finance, the more they make on financing. And then start talking about all these other services they're trying to charge you. Oh, for $10 more a month, we can add this, or $14 more a month, we can add that. And you're thinking, oh, that's not too bad. Heck, I'm going to spend, say, $300 a month. What's $338 a month and have all these different services? They're not worth the flip, guys. And here's the thing, you don't realize it, but you just turned a 24/9 camper into about $40,000. And then financed it, and when time you figure in the interest rate and the terms, $40,000 can almost double by the time you pay it off for something that's advertised for 24/9 to get you in the door. That's how they get you. Now, guys, here, easy, simple, and done is how we keep things. Haggle-free, 24/9 plus applicable sales tax. We have no upsells. We have no fees besides sales tax and delivery if you need it. That's it. Easy, simple, done. Doesn't get no easier than that, guys. If you're interested, come to our major systems inspection. Third-party inspectors, always welcome here. Trade-ins are welcome. We don't care if you bring, just for your own safety, we ask that you don't bring cash money, because it's dangerous to travel with large amounts of currency in this stage and age. Because it's 2022, you got no reason to carry cash or large amounts of cash. I mean, I can see carrying a couple $100 because you never know, but there's no reason to carry large amounts of cash in 2022 anymore. We'll take cashier's check, that we can verify, or you can set up a wire transfer. If you do happen to bring $100 bills, we're not going to turn it down. We will still accept it, but it's just more paperwork involved, and it's, like I said, it's dangerous to our customers, and it doesn't matter to us because everything goes right in the bank. This ain't the 80s anymore, where dealers have safes full of hidden cash sitting in their houses or buried in their yard mason jars like they used to, 50 years ago. Those days have long in the past. But, guys, but that, again, that's up to you. But we don't charge extra for you to bring cash or go to your own bank. If you want to go to your own bank and get a loan, which everybody should always check with their own bank or credit union before they even think about RV shopping. so I have an idea what kind of rate and terms they can do on used RVs. So that way you don't have all your eggs in one basket, and totally depending on the dealership's finance department, because the dealership's finance department number one goal is pretty much to make the dealership more money, which AKA means ripping you off by making you pay extra money. Anyway, guys, always check with your bank, credit union. Always find out what your vehicle can tow before you start towable camper shopping. I'll put a link in the video description below to my free interactive tow guide. You can look up the exact amount of pounds you can tow with your truck, and you can push the lower right hand button. Show me RVs I can tow. Show you everything on my website that you can tow with your truck. I do have other fifth wheels in stock that just came in that I'm going to be trying to film, just kind of working them in with everything else I've gotten in. So if you don't see what you're looking for on my website, I still may have it. Give us a call. Or if you're interested in this RV, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Thank y'all so much for watching. I know I was kind of on a rant with this one, but I was talking to some folks earlier today, and another victims of corporate RV dealership greed, and it just kind of got me fired up a little bit. And they knew it too when they came here, and they just... they wanted to talk to me, and because they've been watching my videos, and they didn't discover it till after they bought their current RV, and they just said everything that I said, exactly what happened to them, and now they're going to be paying on a camper for years that they can't afford to sell, that they can't afford to trade, that, you know, they don't have the extra money to pay off all the negative equity, because they basically got a $30,000 camper they owe 15 grand more than it's worth on, and they just have to just grin and bear it, keep making payments till the payoff is down to what it's worth. Gotta love it. But, you know, I hate it, guys, for people like that in that situation, guys. I'm very sorry. You put your trust in dealerships that you shouldn't have put your trust in. And I'm really sorry. And these dealers take advantage of that, especially first-time RV shoppers. I guess in parting, my best advice I can give you is that big dealers don't become big dealers by giving people fair deals. They get big because they maximize profits on every deal. So, you know, small, you know, I'm not, you know, I'd rather you buy from us, but if you don't buy from us, buy from the few independent mom and pop dealerships that are still around, guys. I mean, we're the only thing keeping these corporate dealers from just taking over this industry. And we all need your support, guys. I mean, you know, just anything you can do, you know, to help us, we really appreciate it, guys. So anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Smash us a thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, RVs with Big Bo. You never know from one day to the next what I'm going to film, but I try to give you good deals on anything I show on here. I try to be completely open and honest about the unit, about the buying of RVs, about, you know, using an RV, owning an RV. And I know a lot of times I say the same things in every video because I have to assume that there are people watching this video that have never seen my videos before, so I have to treat it as such. But I really appreciate all my subscribers, guys, and please hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. It's the best way to support my channel. And thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.